Live from the Texas Cheer Liquors Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Chicks do not like when they wear the same outfit.
They hate it.
They hate it.
They hate it.
Show
What
up
do you
to a
mean, like
party.
if you show up to a party and another lady has on the same dress?
Yeah.
Oh, they hate it.
Both of them are ready to leave.
Yes.
Screw the fun. Screw the reasons why we're here. All I
Right.
know is she has on the same green dress.
I'm out.
I'm out. Fellas, we don't worry about that too much.
I
It's
don't give a
funny,
shit.
but we don't leave.
I don't give a shit.
However, we would look.
We think it's funny.
we would look goofy if we had the exact same shirt on today. It's
Oh,
similar,
yeah.
but not the same.
Yeah.
Shout out here, man, real quick. So last night was our last radio show, at least for a while, maybe forever, but at least for a while. Rudy and I both today are paying homage to KLMO, KLMO, the radio conglomerate that Rudy and I have done radio shows on every Thursday the last 2 months. Last night was our bon voyage. I guess I should say that in Spanish. It was our hasta luego.
Ciao, bella.
I think that's Italian, but that works.
Yeah.
That was big Italian.
Hasta la vista. Vaya con Dios. Means go with God.
Okay.
No, they didn't die. So no one's dead. So I guess we shouldn't say vaya con Dios. Hasta la vista.
Baby.
Sayonara. That's not Spanish
That's
either.
that's
Oopsies.
one of the
That's
Asians.
Japanese.
Is
yes.
it, are you sure it's not Korean or
That's
Chinese?
Japanese, sir. Sayonara.
Okay.
I
Then
think
what's
does
Chinese
that
bye?
mean goodbye in Japanese? I think it does. Goodbye? Yeah, that thing is sayonara.
In Chinese?
Oh, Chinese, I have no idea.
What about Korean?
I have no idea.
Are we just gonna Google Translate these
I'm
now?
not going to sit up here and be racist right off the top.
I'm not being racist.
Give me 20 minutes.
I'm
I get racist later.
I'm
in the
actually trying to be politically correct because people just like to group all Asians
show.
together.
Italians, ciao.
Ciao.
In England, people say cheers. Cheers. Cheers, mate.
Okay.
You know what they say?
Wait, no, you can't say mate. That's Australian.
No, mate's English and Australian.
Oh.
Both, yeah. And in Hawaii, they say shoots when you see somebody later.
But wait, Hawaii's
You say
America. Yeah, they don't get to just have their own shit.
No,
if they're gonna be one of our 50.
Dude, it's
No,
barely America.
Yeah,
Dude, they're
an
one of
island.
50.
No, they're really not. Hawaii's only one of 50 on paper.
Who can who
When you go to Hawaii, you feel like you don't feel like you're in the United States
Who-
at all.
who came
They say
Who-
shoots.
who Oh, okay.
So what it is, it's a derivative of the phrase "shoot the shit."
So do we get to say Atlanta is Africa then?
No, we don't get to say Atlanta's Africa then, Rudy. The Hawaiian
Wow.
people are very independent, and many of them still want independence, although they wouldn't be able to handle it. And without us, their ass would be speaking Japanese.
Oh.
Because they were either going to be run by us or Japan. They were never going to be independent forever. But they say shoots. It's not even the white kids say shoots. Basically, it's shooting the breeze, shooting the shit. But it's like shoots. It means I'll shoot the breeze with you later.
Oh.
Bye.
Shoots.
Peace out.
Shoots. I might start
You
saying
mentioned
that.
Atlanta. Urban hip hop kids have ways of saying bye. No, that's like 5,000.
Gone.
Gone.
No, 5,000.
Yeah. What's 5,000?
That's Audi 5,000 was like 90s.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gone.
See, I speak 90s. All
I'm
right?
out.
Out.
Peace.
Peace.
Holla.
Holla. Okay. Yeah.
Get
yeah.
at me.
All right.
Some
then.
things Mike can't say that
Chill.
they say.
What's that, Jose?
They say some things that Mike can't say.
Well,
Chill.
I'm not going to drop an N-bomb, no.
No, I'm not either.
Chill means later.
Chill.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Deuces.
Deuces. Those are all the ways we said goodbye today to KLMO. All that to say, I had a great time last night. And I wish,
Me too.
I wish we could do more remotes like that. That was great. Wasn't it nice?
Oh, at the Mercado.
Absolutely.
That was a great time.
So I was driving home from the remote last night thinking, Bouquet has all of the gear to do remotes. Just saying.
That is true.
I know we're more comfortable doing shows here in our studios, but there ain't no reason why we can't get out and have a setup like we had last night with the tent.
Oh, can
The
Jose pull it
speaker.
off?
Well, yeah, with some
Probably,
investment
hopefully.
by the company.
You see, he says probably.
Everything he says is probably. He's never once told me yes. It's always probably.
Okay.
That gives him an out to screw up.
Exactly.
It's probably.
Yeah.
Welcome. Good morning. Sorry, we're having a pre-show
we say
meeting
good
here.
moaning. It's MOANIN, moaning.
Yeah, so good morning.
Like, you've never heard any moaning because y'all ain't putting it down right. So y'all don't know what moaning is.
Oh, okay. Oh, for
Wow.
guys that don't get.
They ain't putting it down right. They ain't never
All
heard
right.
nobody moan.
This goes back to some of those dudes yesterday. They were like, "Man, I don't blame Belichick. She's high quality." Well, you've never had any. Then, if you're willing to let pizza ruin your whole life, f up your business and ruin your reputation and
Right.
destroy your legacy. So, guys that never, and I guess they never heard the moaning.
They ain't never heard no moaning.
I like it. My goal is to make that sound come out.
Yeah.
I'm not. I want her to go. All she wants.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that little woman. She don't get
All
mad
right,
at
it's
me
too
talking about
early.
this.
Yeah,
That's
it's too
what
early.
I'm saying. Good morning, everybody. It is in the building. It is show number, I think it's 317 of these things already.
Sure.
From the Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas, with me and Rudy J. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet. And I got stuff to give away today, too, before we get into our meat and taters, our content. I have things to give away today.
All right.
I have 3 pair of VIP barbecue tickets to give away.
All right.
All right, I got 3 pairs.
So 6.
6, yeah. So we're gonna
I went to
reward.
public school. Help me out.
That's 3, yeah. So,
Okay.
so we're gonna give away to 3 different people a pair of VIP barbecue tickets on May 17th. All right.
All right.
So what we're gonna do today? Let me open this up. Feel free to like and comment on our program. Donate to us via the Super Chat. Jump in there on the Super Chat. For those that watch us on Love You Hard TV, shout out to everybody watching us on Pub Sports Radio. Buenos dias to everybody who watches us on Anthem TV.
What up, Pub Sports? I see y'all in the chat.
On the left-hand side of our chat is our Love You Hard people. Jose, is it possible to make it where our Pub Sports folks can tip our show too if they so choose to do so?
They all lost all their money last night gambling.
Well,
they
I'm
ain't
gonna
got
let,
none.
this is it's free to subscribe and watch this particular program, but I am going to hit you up for tips on occasion.
All right.
Just like everybody has to get tipped these days, right? Is that possible to make it where they can join the Super Chat and tip us, Jose? Seriously, is it?
Yeah, you would just have to do it from your channel.
Okay, well let's discuss that at some point in the future, not so distantly. So you can shoot us a tip if you're watching us via Love You Hard. So today, everybody that tips us between now and the time we get off the show today, every single person that tips us, whether it's $1,000 or $1, we're going to put your name into a hopper, and we're going to have a horse race on Monday. So Monday's horse race, and we're doing this for those that watch this thing live. We're doing it on a Friday. Monday's horse race will be whoever tips us today, and the 3 people that win the horse race Monday get themselves, and these are $25 a piece, by the way, a pair, $50 in tickets to
So
the
first,
barbecue.
second, third?
The VIP. First, second, and third
All right,
will
cool.
score the pair of tickets. I got those today. Also, we got to give away a pair of tickets. Me and Rudy have a pair each to go see a Mexican Fiesta concert.
Who is mine?
Tejano Explosion. Don't you have a pair? I'm giving this away too today. We're just going to, here's what we're going to do. Now,
Damn, I don't have it with me.
oh, yeah, but don't you have it
But it's for tonight.
physically. Is it this tonight?
It's for tonight.
You sure it's tonight?
It's tonight.
I
It's
thought
the
it was
last night.
mañana.
Or is it tomorrow?
Oh, hell, now I got to get my glasses
Yeah, I
out. This
think
is what we get for not
it's-
producing. For not
it's
reading our
tonight.
shit. Are you sure? All right, well, I got to, okay, well, that's fine. I have a pair, 2 general admission passes to Tejano Explosion on Houston Street downtown, across the street from Market Square. Tejano Explosion. Look at that. You got a logo up there and everything. Look at Jose.
Good
That
job.
is Tejano Explosion. It comes down tonight, and I have a pair to give away. Now, so what we'll do this, Jose. Everybody that tips, we'll do this. The 10th person that tips us today, well, I'll give you this. If you want it, you have to tell us in the chat if you want it. But as soon as we get to 10, the first person that tips after that, if they want this, I will meet you. I'll meet you somewhere today personally in San Antonio and give you this pair of Tejano Explosion tickets.
I don't have mine with me.
All right, so get the tips in there going because you become eligible for the horse race on Monday for the VIP barbecue tickets. And the 10th person, as soon as we get to 10, I'm going to give away a pair of tickets to take your old lady to Tejano Explosion.
There's going to have a bunch of dudes waiting around at 8.
Right? So y'all get your asses in here and shoot us a tip. All right? I think I've got all that. And you have to be willing to meet me, right? So the 10th tip, everybody slide your tips up in here.
Jesus.
And the 10th one that does so will score the Tejano Explosion. And everybody that shoots us, and there's Brian right on cue.
Brian,
and,
half white Mexican,
and everybody that
half
tips
Mexican whitener.
gets into the horse race for the barbecue tickets. All right, we had a lot of fun last night doing the radio show. And so I hurt my foot last night at Fiesta.
You being serious?
Yeah.
How'd you do that, Mike?
You stepped wrong?
Yeah, dude. I'm not proud of what I'm about to talk about here.
Agapito, grow up.
Oh, once a week you have to tell him to grow up. Have you noticed that? There's a trend with him. Tejano explosion sounds like the finishing move of a Mexican corn star.
And boy, he can't say the P word on there. They'll flag him.
So he put corn?
Yeah, they flag you if you use the P
word. So
word.
We have to say corn stars now? If they're
all
chatting?
these social media places flag you and will like block your account for like a week for certain words.
All right, Jose, show the people why my foot hurts today. Here's video one.
That's
from
why.
Fiesta. On Love You Hard.
Not
that one.
Don't
No,
you worry, they can't see what you're
that's
seeing
not.
right
That's
now,
me.
man.
That wasn't me earlier. Look at this.
Look at that finishing screen. Play it one more time.
Look, man. So a couple things here. These boys were playing their hearts out.
Yeah.
Fat Mexicans in kilts rocking out at Fiesta last night down at the Market Square. And they didn't have any fans, and so I went over there and decided, you know what? They don't need a bunch of fans. I'll be all their fans.
No, everybody was kind of in shock because they were wearing kilts and nobody was giving them any love. So Mike said, roll on this. Let me show these dudes some love.
I wanted to show love. So here's what happened. Last Saturday at Taste of New Orleans, I rolled my ankle.
Okay.
I don't think I told
There's
you
a lot
that.
of rocks and stuff out there.
I rolled my ankle, and it hurt, but I was 3 beers in, so it didn't hurt too bad. And it was okay on Sunday. But then on Monday morning, man, I woke up this week on Monday morning, my foot was on fire right here on the side because I rolled it. Fuck. So I just fought through it. I could barely get out of bed. But once I got out of bed and got moving, it got better as the day went on. And it's gotten gradually better all week. The pain had moved from the side of my foot to the top of my foot, right? And every morning this week when I've gotten out of bed, I guess because I've been laying still all night, it's been real stiff and sore. And it's taken me, I have to walk it out, and it gets better by the time we start our show. It feels pretty good right now. It's sore, though, worse than it has been.
And then you re-aggravated last night.
Roll that one more time, Jose. Last night, I did that and re-effed up my left ankle. What a dumbass. This, of course, is after beer.
One.
I mean, one. It only takes one.
Look at that calf definition, though.
The calf definition.
I like my calf.
Hey, the calves are phenomenal. I'm glad I appreciate that you noticed that.
I didn't notice that. I noticed me acting like a dumbass. I was rocking out. And here, by the way, if anyone can identify what band that is, I'd like to give them a shout out today. These guys were rocking their asses.
Well, I know
off.
they're not fat Mexicans in kilts. I know that's not their name.
That'd be funny if it was.
That would be a good name.
FMIK.
Everybody's giving you shit for chanclas at Fiesta. You can't wear chanclas to Fiesta. Chicks do.
It's fuck you talking
What do you
about.
mean?
It was hot out there.
People, chanclas and Fiesta's a no-no. Rube says open-toe sandals at the market is yikes.
I don't understand.
I don't know. Chicks do it.
I don't understand that at all. That's dumb. But y'all are all dumb who said that. Anybody who said that's dumb. All right. I think we may have found a new character as well.
I do look at these like stop motions. You can just see, look at all this emotion you're showing here.
Yeah. So there you go. You have yourself a new video drop, by the way. Add that to the failed dunk contest failure of 2K25, and we're starting to see. We're working on drops lately, audio, and see. Here's the thing: we're on TV every day now, so we can do. We have video drops too.
Every day.
Yeah. So put that in the hopper. Add that to. Look at this dumbass. You can wear fucking chanclas at Fiesta.
I didn't know you couldn't.
What are they worried about? Getting stepped on?
Step, beer, throw up.
Yeah,
Dude,
all that
shit.
I only wear shoes when I do this show.
When you have to.
Yeah, I'm barefoot most of the time. I've told you, dude. When we were in the hellscape, there were days where I'm like, I haven't had shoes on in 3 days. 3 days, because I was doing the show at home.
That's white people shit.
Why put fucking shoes on? I'm at home.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm talking about dude, I would drive to the grocery store and get groceries with no shoes on.
Now that's where I draw the line.
That's dirty toes. That's
It ain't even
feet.
dirty toes, because that was a back in the day thing. When I was 10, 12, you would see people at HEB barefooted, and I would just be like, I would look at my mom, look up, and be like, why is that lady barefoot, Mom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
For
Sorry.
sure. Absolutely. So, yeah.
But in Hawaii, I get it.
There's that.
Everyone's barefoot. Anyway, let's go.
That's a tradition I've carried over into here, So, but
you should be earthing, though. It's actually a good thing.
It's
Earth.
By the way, it's Earth Month.
Yeah.
It's Earth Month.
You got to let your feet touch the earth.
Yeah. So
every day.
But my foot
hurts. Build your testosterone.
I woke up this morning, my ankle's as sore as it was Monday because clearly that right there is what happened. Me mosh pitting fucked up my left ankle again. I had a setback this morning. So I'm wearing, these are my most comfortable shoes that I own. And it still kind of hurts, these Miami Hurricane Boosts.
Yeah.
So I got these on today and
what have I got on today?
Hobbling around like a 50-year-old idiot. All right. Also last night at Fiesta.
Somebody said that's their brother-in-law on the drums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what's the name of the band? Prove it by telling me what the name of the band is. AK something Chuck. Uppy Chuck. What's the name of that band? We want to give them a shout out.
And please let it be Fat Mexicans in Kilts.
It should be going forward. They were rocking their balls off, and it was just so awkward because it's Fiesta, and you don't go there thinking you're going to hear like death thrash metal, rock music like that. I thought it was
not
baller.
At the market.
I thought it was baller. All right, and we may have discovered a new character too last night. This is a work in progress. This character, I workshopped him last night.
Who?
Over the top ex-cartel San Antonio diehard Cowboys fan. That guy.
Which one? The one that kept messing with us while we're on air and he wouldn't leave?
No, the guy you interviewed inside the pavilion with the Cowboys cowboy hat on.
Oh.
That guy. He needs a shorter name. So right now, we're workshopping this character. Right now, he is over-the-top ex-cartel San Antonio diehard cowboy fan guy. Need a much shorter name for him than this.
Yeah, we do.
Roll Rudy's interview with a guy he found last night walking around Fiesta.
Good, man.
Full of Cowboys.
Is it y'all's year?
It's our year, never every year.
I like that.
The last time they won the title, it was before I went to prison the second time.
I like that Guayabera.
Oh, thank you. I got this off a guy in Monterrey. He didn't want it no more because I shot him.
Are you in the building?
I'm kidding. I'm always in the building, huh? I'm always in the building. Little Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah, it's our year. They're going to win at least 9.
All right, I like this guy here.
I like him.
I can work with him.
But you got to have the hat and the Guayabera or it don't work.
Well, that's probably all he wears every day.
Yeah.
Probably just a different color Guayabera.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't wear shoes.
No, not often. Hell, he wears cowboy boots when he goes dancing.
When he goes dancing and working in the farm.
Well, he probably wears like Wolverine boots when he goes to work every day because he's probably standing out front of the store waiting to get picked up.
True. No shit.
Well, I thought he was cartel. He doesn't need a job.
Well, he's ex. Remember, he's ex.
Oh, right,
he
right,
lost
right,
all
right.
He lost all of his hard-earned blood money.
Sure.
So this is a new character that we're going to try to work in here. We're going to workshop
I'm
this
down.
guy. There's something we can be. There's something that I can. There's something there with this particular character, and it's also motivating to me. As we get ready for mini camp and training camp, because Rudy, I am excited about their draft. I do like the guys they brought in.
We'll see how long this lasts.
I love their draft. I told you yesterday I'm gonna give Schottenheimer a shot. I'm gonna give Schotty a shot. All right.
All right.
There's 50-something guys on that team.
53.
I can't always delve and just dwell on the negative constantly. We all know what the elephants in the room is, but that doesn't mean I can't say good things about their draft. Or I'm always honest about the Cowboys. I don't make this shit up. I may not be right in the moment. I might wind up being wrong long term as things play out. But there are things about the Cowboys that I don't hate. Like I'm Schottenheimer. I think he's a breath of fresh air. Honestly, we'll see. I've compared him to Dan Campbell already this year, as far as his demeanor and his attitude. Have no idea if it's going to carry on to the field.
That's a stretch, but we'll see. Anyway.
We'll see. And I got watching this guy you interviewed last night. That guy there with that hat on motivated me. hear what he said at the end? 9 wins, baby. His expectations are lowered.
9 and 8 ain't bad
So here's how
for
I'm
a shitty team.
correct. So I'm going to have. I'm making an announcement right now. I'm issuing an edict right now. Going forth, because I have to watch the damn Cowboys, because 99% of our audience watches the Cowboys too.
Whether the hate or the love, but they
Right.
watch.
After week 8 last year, I was out. I couldn't. That was the worst thing I could possibly do was stop down and watch Cooper Rush play football. I didn't want to do that. I'm going to try to stay interested all year long, regardless of what happens. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take TCU expectations into my Cowboys season. At TCU, we're a private school, 3,500 students, 2,500 of them are women. We only have 1,000 boys in the whole damn school.
Fellas, you hear that?
I know, right? Hey,
2-1.
Don't think it doesn't get used on the recruiting trail. Boy, does it ever.
That's terrible.
How do you think we get future
Hey, just
first
so
round
y'all know,
picks?
your daughter's only going to TCU so they can recruit football
Hey,
players.
don't think
That's
we don't use
terrible.
that all the time. Rich white girls, too, with
That's
money.
terrible.
Yes, sir. Hey, how do you think we get kids drafted in the first round every year? It ain't because the school's pretty. It's because the girls outnumber the boys 2-1. All right.
2.5.
Yeah, and that means the girls don't have a lot of options. So who are they going to Who are they going to choose?
The
Some little
athletes.
slapdick mathematician or the middle linebacker
She
from
should
Kimball?
probably choose the slapdick mathematician. He's the one that's going to end up rich.
Well, she ain't gonna marry him.
Yeah.
she's gonna have fun with the kid from South Dallas
Gotcha.
while she's in college. That's okay because you don't want to marry her either. You're just getting started too.
Right.
So that's how we recruit. 8-4 is a great season at TCU. When they go 8-4, I'm calling for an extension for all the coaches at 8-4. Anything over 8 wins is gravy. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I feel you.
I was talking to a buddy yesterday who's a tech guy. Same thing. If we win 9 games, it's extensions for everybody. We're Texas Tech. He has realistic expectations. You know, now, we don't want to go 4-8. You know, we don't want to go 7-5, but 8-4 is fine. That's acceptable.
I'm with it.
So as I get ready for the Cowboys season,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell you that 10 wins is a great season. I'm not kidding. Go 10-7 because I'm lowering all my expectations. I should have done this years ago. This would have saved a lot of anxiety and anger from me.
Right.
This season, when it comes to Cowboys football, 10 wins is an awesome season.
I'm down with that.
I'm down with that. I mean, 10-7, great season. So there's my edict. And watching you interview that dude there last night motivated me because he's like, 9 wins is great. You know what? I'm right there with him on that. I agree with him. All right, it is in the building. Here comes the money. Aaron Cooper's in the building, $9.99. Mike is keeping that house key available for Cowboys' girlfriend under the front door mat.
Appreciate that.
Frank Apayez is in the building, $5. Put him in the horse race, Jose.
That's 3.
In the spirit of the Battle of Flowers parade and in memory of Felipe Aldape, please bring back the drop. Nombre, shut up. Go Spurs, go.
No,
I mean, it's classic.
That's obvious.
Yeah,
That makes it.
It's classic.
Yeah, that makes it for sure, Frank.
Obviously classic. By the way, Jose, don't let me forget. I need to go through the chat yesterday and today because a lot of people were giving us like their favorite show-isms and drops. And can we go back through yesterday's chat, or is it a fart in the wind and gone?
Oh no, it's still available.
Awesome. Let's go through that and we'll pull some of the best ones because we're working. I'm doing a bit right now. I want you to in the chat to, if there's like an old Taylorism or something that Rudy said or Jose said, clapping the cheeks earlier this week, and that got all y'all
Running
on a
the
tizzy,
cheeks.
running the cheeks, whatever it was. Just drops y'all want us to bring back. Let me hear from you in the chat today, and let's talk about it. All
Is
right.
it
All
awkward
right.
if I want one of my golf guys to run my cheeks? Is that awkward? Does
No.
that make for a bad dynamic?
No, it's a great
In the
dynamic.
golf? Okay.
No, absolutely not.
I just
Absolutely.
wanted to just ask and prime ourselves for maybe who my selections are.
Jason's in the building, shouting out from celebrating Fiesta in Portland, Oregon. Get him into the hopper. Show also presented in part by Ribaldo Realty Group. Got 2 listings that Ribaldo has. You got those latest 2 listings from Jay we can flash up there. That's not the right graphic. Put the J ones in
Don't you
there.
worry, they can't see what I'm doing.
Bam.
right
Okay.
now.
Okay. So, do you believe him when he says, "Don't worry, they can't see when I
No,
mess
look at
up"?
the screen.
No, I don't believe him.
Look at the screen
Okay.
over there. Look
My
at the
screen
All
only
right.
says the chat.
Okay. You ever
Oh, got
you
you.
ever like
Now go
try
back.
to pull one over on your parents No, Mama, that's not that grade doesn't count because she's going to give us a bonus at the end of the week, stuff like that.
Well, that's all they do now. Now they say, the teacher
no.
hasn't updated the grades.
Well, that's what they do. Well, she hadn't updated the grades,
Yeah.
Daddy, and so it's a 0 until she updates the grade. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Lies.
See, don't you worry, Mike. Here's your proof.
Got 2 listings from Jay Ribaldo.
Okay.
All right. One is on Civilian, and the other is that the Civilian Drive right there. Yeah, it's a beautiful little house, 2-story home. One of our subscribers has put that house on the market. This time of the year, a lot of people put houses on the market in the springtime, and they are motivated sellers because they don't want to fool with us in the hot months of summer.
Right.
And they got vacations and stuff, and kids are home. It's a lot harder to sell a house in summer. So people that list homes in the spring, they are motivated to get those houses sold. And so jump into Jay Ribaldo's social media or his website, contact him. There's the other listing he put down this last week. To see all of his listings, his website is ribaldo.com. You can also email Jay directly at jribaldo@kw.com. You can give him a holla on the phone, 210-887-1081. It is Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man of In the Building, Jay Ribaldo. All right. Run sheet says easy does it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that?
No, I don't.
All
I've been wondering.
So, again, I'm just thinking about Cowboys football and how excited I am about their draft and lowering my win-loss expectations.
Right.
I have never heard of this kid, EZ. You said we're going to call him EZ. Donovan Ezekua.
Something like
Kid
that.
from Boston College. I wrote the name down. I'm going to get this. I'm going to learn this name quickly. Donovan Ezeraka.
Something like that.
Ezeraka.
That's close. I don't know if you're right.
I might not be right. Donovan Ezeraku.
Right.
Yeah. Went and watched everything I could watch on him. Still can't get his name right, but I watched him play, watched his tape, watched some BC games, watched a bunch of his interviews. And in his opening press conference in the Metro Sex, he told them, I'm a dog. You'll see.
Everybody says they're a dog.
I think he really is, though, one.
Have you ever seen those videos where there's 2 dogs and there's a fence in between them? And they act like they want to kill each other, and then the fence opens, and they don't do shit.
See,
I've seen a lot of those types of dogs, so we'll see.
I love him.
I went to Boston College.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
No, Rudy makes a good point.
The ACC is booty crumbs.
Yeah, he's
BC
right.
puts out great players.
No, they don't.
Give me 3.
Luke Kuechly.
Okay, I like it.
Zay Flowers.
Good one.
Matt Ryan. Super Bowl participant and former MVP.
Would you rather be Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie?
I'd rather be Matt Ryan.
You wouldn't want Doug Flutie's life. He went to BC.
Yeah, but Matt Ryan made significantly more money.
Let me say this. I think I'm with Rudy 9 times out of 10 on conference. I really am. I always say, if you have 2 kids, you're not sure which one to take.
Right.
Take the one from Big Southern John Plantation Country if he's one of the options. If that conference is one of the options. For quarterbacks, absolutely that stands. I ain't taking no quarterback from Boston College.
Unless he's Josh Allen.
Matt Ryan.
Josh Allen went to Wyoming. Pretty damn good.
I know. There's exceptions.
Yeah, there's exceptions to the rule.
And especially at defensive edge
Sure.
rusher. I think Donovan's great. And he's going to benefit from having Mike Parsons on the other end. This is a young Tank Lawrence they just drafted here. I said it. There it is. I said it.
Tank had a good career.
Tank had a very solid career. He
got paid and then he disappeared, but he's their
and he
best.
got hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And then he got mad and threw him under the bus when he signed with Seattle last year. I really like EZ. I think EZ's going to be one of my favorite players very fast. And as long as he gets to Dallas and as soon as he starts getting a lot of money and living in Dallas and being a Cowboy and hanging out with Micah fucking Parsons and this kind of thing, that's the risk for EZ.
Absolutely.
On the field, I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah.
It's all that bullshit that comes with being a Cowboy off the field that messes up guys. And I will tell you this, and this may be a red flag. I don't know. I think I'm more tired of Micah Parsons than you are.
I'm not tired of Micah. It's just sometimes he
he's
just
a pain in the ass.
Right.
EZ and him have already struck up a big old bond. Micah called him the day after the draft. Micah thinks he's going to help him because they're on opposite ends of the line.
They'll help each other.
And they're both Pennsylvania dudes. They're both from the Philadelphia, Jersey area. I think Micah's from like Harrisburg, and EZ's from just outside Philly on the Jersey line.
Right.
And so they got that in common. They play the same spot. They're going to be playing opposite each other, and so they've hit it off. I'm not telling you they're going to win 14 games. I'm telling you they had a damn good draft.
Sure.
They still need a wide receiver number 2. I'm not willing to let it be Jalen Tolbert. And I love Jaden Blue's potential, but they still don't have a real quality starting running back either. So the offseason's not done. And at this point, I'd pick him to go about 8 and 9. But I like this draft. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see in 3 years.
Well, I think we're going to see flashes beginning this year.
I know. I don't. I'm just saying, good or bad, I wait 3 years because you got to wait till some of these guys get paid.
I know. Easy's a stud. All right, Jose Buki, go back up the deal here. We got to give people credit that have given us money. Do we have 10 yet? We're probably getting close.
Yeah, probably. That's a good point.
All right, there goes Dan Pod Valdez. Look for me on the HEB float at the Flambeau
Will
Parade.
do.
Excited to be a part of the event and represent. Cool. Be cool if you wore an In the Building shirt. Andy Griff's in the building, $19.99. Got to pay my In the Building tax. Thank you.
Damn right.
Nuck Fico's up in here. Super Bowl or bust. We are the callous ducking foul boys. No, it ain't Super Bowl or bust.
No.
You going to be Super Bowl or bust till the day you die, and you're going to die unhappy. I ain't doing that. Isaac III in the building with a 20 spot. Good morning, fellas. Y'all are helping me make it through this work day. God bless. And there we go. That's where we love. Do we have 10 yet?
We're at 9.
Next one. And we got a horse race. Now, we can go above. Here they come. We can go above 10, folks.
So who is that? Michael won the tickets to Tejano Explosion.
Yeah, Mike Damos, do you want? If you're willing to go, I'll meet you somewhere as long as you live in the San Antonio area. You want to go see Tejano Explosion tonight? Jump in here and jump back in there and tell us, and then I'll get a hold of you.
Fico, $199. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all's kindness.
All right, thank you.
Now,
man.
question again.
Yep.
If you donate multiple times, do you get more horses?
No,
not on this particular thing.
All right.
Not this particular thing.
Just wondering.
Yeah, no, not this particular time. All right. Show brought to you in part by Slackers, the official sports bar up in the building. So you going Sunday? No pressure.
No, I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be there. Cinco de Mayo celebration. I'm gonna pull up.
What time? Let me know.
I'll let you know. That's to be determined. Sunday, Cinco de Mayo celebration. I'll be there.
Yeah, because I want to sell some barbecue tickets while I'm there. I'm going to have a stack of VIPs on me. Matter of fact, I'm going to go meet Frank today. He's going to post. I got a bunch of flyers printed for him. He's going to go post flyers in all 5 of the bars.
Okay.
Yes, sir. But this one Sunday is 281,000 Oaks.
Yes.
All right. Slackers.
We'll be there.
The official sports bar. We're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo this Sunday. Jump in there. 2 to 7 is their Cinco de Mayo party that they're going to have. So Rudy and I will be there between 2 and 7 at some point for sure. Earlier the better for me.
Same with me.
Yeah. So we'll post it. We'll post it on our social media. So that's this Sunday. It is a Cinco de Mayo party featuring our boys at Slackers on 281 and Thousand Oaks, one of the 5 locations in town. It is the official sports bar. It is Slackers. All right. Also watched a lot of Longhorn spring stuff this week. I
haven't watched any spring games.
I missed football already.
I haven't watched any spring games.
Didn't take long. Sark said something the other day I was going to get into, and I forgot, but he said this the first day of spring ball. Because you can't sit there and just talk about spring practice. It's about portal and NIL and who's transferring in, who's transferring out. And Sark said it again.
Mm-hmm.
You play at Texas and you enter the portal, do not try and bring your ass back up in here. If you get in the portal, you're gone for good.
Well,
he don't even let them go out there and see what's out there.
Well, I mean, I think he's the first to say it out loud, but I think that's pretty much the same. I know it happened here at UTSA. There was a certain guy that left and was like, hey, can I come back? And, he didn't tell him the way Sark said it, but he was like, yo, that's it.
Jeff might want to say, yes, come back.
Well, he's gone to the NFL now. That person's in the NFL now.
Oh, is it Za?
Yeah.
The corner they got drafted?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, It depends on who you are. Steve Sarkisian can get away with saying,
Yeah, because if Arch enters the portal and changes his mind, he's going to be able to come back.
well,
so he can say that all he wants.
Well, but the other thing is that I'm talking about Jeff Traylor cannot have that luxury.
Right.
If you have an all conference kid jump into the portal and he don't like what he finds, he wants to come back, you say, come on back in here. I mean, no offense. No, I'm not trying to drop no offense to nobody, you know?
Sure.
I ain't trying to say hey, that's the way things go. But it's Texas. He can say that. And I like that. I like that about him. So I watching spring ball this year, I've been trying to, obviously we all know about Arch. I don't want to make every time we talk about Texas all about Arch.
That's all it's about,
And
though.
I want to hit y'all with some names. Guys to be looking for as we embark upon the Texas season. All right. So I mentioned Jonah Williams last week. This two-way star, 5-star baseball and football player. He plays safety, plays outfield for the baseball team. He's running spring practice drills all day long, and then he's hitting dingers that night for baseball. He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Two other names I want you to watch out for. Travis Shaw, all right, is an edge rusher. Just transferred in not long ago from North Carolina. Didn't want nothing to do with the bullshit.
Didn't want nothing to do with Jordan.
Seriously. Travis Shaw is out. Now, he's probably getting a little NIL money to do so, for sure. He's a 5-star guy.
What do you mean, probably? There's no probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's a 5-star guy. He's going to make more money and didn't want to play for Belichick. That's a 5-star defensive edge who has NFL talent. Why wouldn't you want to play for Bill Belichick? Maybe because he's 73 and you realize that shit's crazy now with him and that girlfriend.
And the Horns just had like 12 dudes go to the draft. It's an easy decision.
That's correct. That's a great point. It is. You don't go play at Carolina just because Bill Belichick's there. If Steve Sarkisian's offering you a contract, well, I guess it's kind of our contracts. They're deals these days. You do not say no to Texas and go play at North Carolina unless you're guaranteed to play a bunch and that's what you care about. Here's another name I want to hit you with. Mason Shipley.
Okay, I don't know him.
I know. Well, I don't think he's related to Jordan or Jackson Shipley of the Shipley brothers. I don't think he's the same family, but he's from up there in far North Austin area. Mason Shipley is their new kicker. Remember last year?
We're talking about kickers?
Rudy, we spent all
he sucked.
Agonizing over that fucking kid Bert Auburn with that pubic hair hanging out of the back of his helmet.
He was terrible.
He was terrible. A colossal pizza.
Right.
Massive puss. And he entered the portal. They probably told him to.
Well, he's not going to be the starter.
No way. They were ready to get rid of his ass the second the season was over. Unreliable as hell. Should have beaten Arizona State earlier than they did. Honest to God. Golly, man. So shout out to Mason Shipley. Good luck. He's transferred in from Texas State.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you talking about shitty conferences. Now he's kicking at
He's
Daryl
just
K.
kicking, though.
Royal.
We're not
in front of 100,000 motherfuckers.
I know, but he ain't.
We're gonna need you to go into Tuscaloosa.
We ain't asking him to guard 5-star receivers. He'll be fine.
We're gonna need you to go into
just a kicker.
We're gonna need you to go into Baton Rouge and make kicks. Good luck. So good luck. But it can't get any worse than Bert Auburn.
Right.
Just saying. And also one more thing, and we'll move on. Sark did say Arch did not take one dime of NIL money. It was all outside endorsements because he wanted to save that for everybody else.
He doesn't need any of the whatever they call it.
The collective.
Yeah, the collective.
The
He don't
NIL
need that.
collective. Well, they're getting ready to put a cap on it anyway.
Yeah, he don't need that.
The U.S. government, they delayed the decision, but it's inevitable. Everybody's getting ready for it. There's going to be a cap on programs' NIL allotment. They're going to cap it at 20. What are you laughing at? They're going to cap it at $20.5 million. Texas probably spent.
God damn.
Texas probably spent 35,
Right.
40. So they're
Maybe
going to
more.
cap it. And so in order to help them pay like offensive linemen, kickers,
Right.
transfers, Arch is like, I don't need the money. He's got to deal with fucking Red Bull, Viore clothing line. And Sark was saying that Quinn didn't take $1 either last year of the NIL money because he was getting so much money from Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
They get paid so much money from corporations. Keep the NIL money and use that for other guys.
Well, it's NIL is not the collective, you mean. Because that's still name, image, likeness, but it's just from Cane's Chicken.
Sure.
They're just not taking the funding from the school.
Right. Correct.
So
they're
getting
the
NIL.
school's NIL.
Yeah,
the school's
I know what you
NIL
mean, the
collective.
collective.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So
Anyway.
that's it. That's the notes. Texas is more than Arch Manning, and
No.
they pay a lot of money to a lot of kids, and they got a guy from Belichick in North Carolina who didn't want to play for that bullshit.
No, I
He's
want to
in
play for
Austin.
Jordan's sorry ass.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. Ruth Davis, Miss Ruth is in here.
Hey, Ma.
Thanks for being you. And
$20.
$20. Look at that. All right, cool. Everybody that's entering now, they all get into the horse race for Monday, Buki. They all get into the horse race for Monday. Y'all watch us on Sunday. It is instant rewind with me and Rudy. This is such a quality sports talk show that we're on radio, we're on television apps, we're on YouTube, and Lord knows what's coming up in the future. This is the best sports talk show in the area, probably the state, honestly, not going to lie, as far as the podcasts go, and the radio station. So
Sure.
I'm not trying to be –
No.
I want to be humble.
Don't be arrogant, Shador.
I don't want to be
You'll
arrogant.
lose $30 million.
We're so lucky to have all of these different outlets that we're on. Clearly, they see talent when they see it, and they use it, and I understand. What was it? Oh, yeah, so one of our very many things we do, which is why we had to give up radio, really, because we're out of time in the week. Sunday night at 6 o'clock, me and Rudy will have Instant Rewind at 6 p.m. on the Anthem TV.
Right.
Well, so what's on your mind today? You want to jump into some NBA?
Yeah, we got punches.
I was going to talk about farting.
We could do, well, let's.
I'd like to end the week with some farts. We can do some punches, too.
Let's do some
Let's get
punches.
some punches in. All
I
right?
got a good punch.
It
today.
is in the building on Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Didn't think he was gonna start it.
Who you punching?
Pull it up, Jose.
Hey, I know that guy.
I'm punching the owner. Great man, great human. AD Singh. Punching him right in the chest.
Be careful. This is a high
punching
quality.
I'm punching him right
Wait
in the
a minute.
chest.
So hey, be careful
This
here.
is our studio sponsor, the owner.
That is our studio
Well,
sponsor
half
now.
of the owner. His sister's part owner as well.
Does he know you're doing this?
No.
Oh, jeez.
If y'all look closely.
Rudy Johnson's opinions may not necessarily reflect those of Mike
If you
Taylor.
look closely. See, this show has paid sponsors. You know what I mean?
Well, of course we do.
I mean, like a bunch of them. I know a lot of y'all ain't used to that. But I know y'all ain't used to that. Here, people don't get paid to do it. They just pray they get paid. But I'm punching Amon Singh. If you look closely at that ugly ass Fiesta medal he's wearing,
Yeah.
that's the worst Fiesta medal I've ever seen in my life. It's of my old station, the station I left to come be with Mike. 94-1. That's probably the worst Fiesta medal I've ever seen. Like, I've gotten some cool ass Fiesta medals.
Mhm.
Some cool Fiesta medals.
Yep.
That's the worst one I've ever seen. Nothing to it. This pretty much flat out like, oh, here's a Fiesta medal. We just want to be a part of the Fiesta medals. And punch AD for wearing that shit. And letting somebody take a picture of it and post it.
You know who took the picture.
I know who took the picture. I know exactly who took the picture.
Hey, it's a free country. That man
Yeah.
can advertise wherever he wants.
Yeah, man. I mean, the shirt is great.
He's not obligated to only advertise with us.
And, plate of food looks terrible.
That must be the taste of North Side.
That's the taste of North
Of course
Side.
it is.
Yeah.
I was at the fucking market, huh? I
Yeah.
was at Mercado last night.
$300 per ticket, $600 for VIP. I'm sure
Yeah.
AD had the VIP. So, yeah, punch AD for wearing that ugly ass Fiesta medal.
All right. All right, who do I want to punch today? There's always so many different options. I have 2 pages here of people that I might punch. I'm an angry man. I want to punch Shannon Sharp again.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. HGH.
He needs to take a break from his podcast too,
Why? That's his.
because he's if I'm his lawyer, I tell him to fucking take a break.
Why?
Because he cannot help but referencing this girl who's accused him of rape and abusing her. And it got real weird 2 nights ago. So he does it with Ocho Cinco,
Mm-hmm.
And there's somebody else on there. I can't remember who it is. And so
Sometimes it's Joe Johnson. Now it's the playoffs.
I think this was Joe.
Yeah, it's playoffs.
So they're sitting there and they're talking. And Shannon was trying to be funny and talk because Joe and Ocho Cinco were not there with him, so they're on location. So you just see the little faces in the TV box. And at one point, Shannon's trying to be funny and doing all he can to, like, he's just been weird lately because he's distracted by this lawsuit.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he looks over off the camera at somebody that was in the room with him and goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Shut the fuck up.
I saw
and then
that.
goes right back to the show and starts being funny and start laughing again.
I saw
and
that. And he don't even cuss.
And Ocho Cinco's like, whoa. They didn't say nothing and kept going through it. He's losing it.
It's steroids.
He's losing
it's just
it, man.
steroids.
He's going to
be
fuck
all right.
up his life over a 19-year-old girl. What a dumbass.
Punch Shannon.
Got triggered last night. And by the way, you know, I figured that he probably was. I figure he's going to be able. I don't think he's going to go down for rape. You know, he may settle with this girl, but his chances in court took a hit this week. Did you see who this girl's lawyer is?
Who?
It's the Aggie, Tony Busby.
Oh God, he's a hack now though.
No, he's not.
He's a hack.
You see the money he got the victims of Deshaun Watson in Houston?
No, I know, but he's an athlete chaser. But whatever.
I know, but he gets shit done. He also he also represented that girl that got sexually harassed by Josh Primo at the Spurs facility.
Primo.
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Josh Primo was showing his dong to the sports team psychiatrist
and to the maid of a hotel.
Yeah, and to her credit, she went and hired Tony Busby, and within 2 days, we got a settlement. Primo's been released, and she's been offered a lifetime contract to remain with the Spurs.
Punch Shannon, then.
Dude. Yeah, he's fucked up. He needs to stop. He needs to take a break, honestly. So there's my punch. Presented by the law office of Orlando Kill, the official family
Another
lawyer.
paid sponsor.
Had somebody that chimed in with us yesterday. Had a text message yesterday. Unfortunately, needed Orlando's number. You know, unless the person's happy about it. You know what? Get Orlando Kill on the phone. I'm gonna free myself. I'm happy. I don't know this scenario. I don't want to know this scenario. All I know is that I was texted, and on behalf of somebody else who I don't know, hey Mike, can you get me Orlando's phone number and his contacts? No problemo, because that's the guy you call if you've decided to end a marriage. Or maybe you've already gotten divorced and y'all need to change the decree. Maybe somebody's moved, or kids are gotten old, they don't want to live with her no more, or somebody's making more money, whatever it might be. Orlando Kill's your family lawyer. He's ours. He should be yours. 210-775-4995. Or you can email him directly, orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. It is orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. Okay. So you want to do the Texas Cheer live spot? I know you're mad at him.
I ain't mad at him.
While he's still advertising.
That's a love punch.
Well, let's make him the sponsor of this next segment. Have you okay, I know we've all done this, but I'm sure y'all are willing to admit it. How often, while you're walking somewhere, could be in your house, could be at the store.
I don't get this segment.
Could be anywhere. Do you ever let farts fly?
No.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm confused.
Well, you try to keep them silent. If you're in public, you don't want anybody to hear you.
I'm lost on this. No, I don't.
I am a practicing fart walker.
Rudy, this seems like a topic for me more than you and our farts here.
Dude, Rudy, you need to start fart walking.
Why?
It's healthy.
Based on what?
Wow. You guys,
Science. All right. This is out of the
big breaking news.
This
apparently.
is the London Independent.
Oh, well, he's breaking news. We got
Got
breaking
some
news.
Big breaking news.
Are you sure this is true?
Oh, you're breaking into fart talk? You better hurry up,
I'm
dude.
breaking into
What is
Oh, but are you sure this
Cowboys
is true?
have traded for who?
I am going to break into fart talk right now. As of 1 minute ago, Shams Charania says Greg Popovich will no longer be the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
Is transitioning to a full-time team president, according to sources told.
And this is the
Wow.
real Shams account?
Wow.
This is the real Shams account. This is the end of an era. Pop 76 has served as the Spurs coach.
Well,
since
can I change my punch?
1996.
Can I change my punch? I want to punch Mike Taylor. If he stopped clapping.
What's that?
This
I'm
is
clapping
your
for
fault.
Pop. I'm clapping for Pop.
This is your fault.
This is the right thing.
This is the right thing.
Greg Popovich no longer the head coach. Dude, wait a minute.
Our whole radio show last night was me begging him to do this.
Well, then I know what our Sunday night show going to be all about.
Man.
30 minutes of pop love.
Damn.
Hey.
That's in my feels.
Nathaniel, get all the pop video you can. This show's almost over. But
man,
I'm about to text
it's the
Nathaniel.
Right thing to do.
No, it's
you know what? The fart talk will hold.
Oh yeah,
I
would think so. I would hope so.
Well, it's still going to be healthy for you on Monday. So let's do fart walk and talk on Monday. Man, I'm wow. They hit me hard.
Yeah. See, now that he's gone, now you're like, oh shit, he's really gone.
Now there's finality to it. I still stand by everything I've said. I was willing to understand Pop's desire to keep coaching after the stroke. I wasn't sure if he should. I didn't know how he possibly could.
Wow.
Because it's not like he's gonna go. It's not like he's just gonna go and like be a waiter. He's coaching the Spurs after a stroke at 75, 76 years old. But even then, I'm like, okay, he still wants to come back. Who knows? Maybe he can do it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's superhuman. And then he had the fainting episode the other night at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. And that was like, okay, that's it. Come on, man. Why put yourself through this? Go be the full-time team president. Keeps you employed, gives you something to do. You don't have to keep coaching every night, flying on airplanes all night long, 95 nights a year in a hotel. This is the right thing to do.
What is he going to do transitioning full-time to team president?
Right. It's the right thing to do. Golly, man.
I mean, yeah, it is time.
But now that it's done, now it hits me in the feels. You know what I'm saying? It's the right thing to do, but it sucks, you know. And I'm trying to remember the last time I saw Pop coach a game. It was probably it was last season's Milwaukee game where they lost by a bucket. Remember when Wemby had the big block? He stuffed Giannis at the rim, and the Spurs lost by a bucket. But I left that night thinking, holy shit, we're onto something here.
Yeah.
This kid can play. That's the last night I saw Pop in person coaching. And I remember Nina and I talking on the way home like, Pop doesn't look great. This is last season, before the show.
I know. I remember.
He just looks tired. He just can barely walk. He's got Skechers on. He's 75, you know. Why is he doing this? You know, why? You got so many other things.
Well, okay. Well, we
concentrate on the vineyard.
And he has now.
Golly. All right, so this will clearly carry for a few more days. All right, this segment's presented by the wonder that is Texas Cheer Liquor. Wow. My man.
And it's only right because AD loves him some Pop. He's had season tickets for quite some time.
He should love him.
So,
man, that's shaky.
So, in fairness, since I punched him, y'all go spend some money at Texas Cheer Liquor today. I'm sure AD's a little bit sad.
Yeah, well, like I said last night, man, it was time. The Spurs have got to figure out what's next.
It's Mitch Johnson.
I don't know if it's Mitch Johnson.
He's already there.
Please, dear God, let it not be Mitch Johnson.
I don't love that, but that's another. I'm shaking. I'm pissed. You know, I'm sad.
Well, you wanted it.
I know.
Well, you can't be sad.
No, I didn't want it. It was the right thing to do.
No, it was the right thing to do, but you can't be sad now.
Well, yeah, but I'm dealing with the finality.
You got what you wanted.
But it's 30 years of the guy being with the program. It's the finality of it. It's what he means.
Well, Sunday night TV shows,
what he means
I don't have to do any prep.
Club. It's what he means to the NBA. It's the legacy he has for sports and
so now we
our community.
So what? Tim, Manu, Tony, Pop, none of them got a farewell.
Of course,
they don't roll that way.
Yeah,
they don't want that.
I know, but
they did not get a farewell. They chose not to have one. They don't need all that. They don't care.
Let's start designing the statues.
I know. Well,
we don't do statues.
You'll just have to remember the last time you saw him, and that's going to have to be it. There's not going to be a parade.
So it's done.
And all that. He's out.
It's officially over.
Yeah, he's out. Man, oh man, man.
I don't know if I want Mike Malone.
We should.
I need booze.
I need booze.
Yeah.
I need booze. I'm gonna day drink early today. That's the official ending of the old school Spurs right there.
Yep.
7 locations in this town, including the one up in Bernie. It is in the building. That's the phrase you say at all locations of Texas Cheer Liquor. They will give you 5% off when you say in the building. In the building. Show also brought to you in part by GC Roofing and Lone Star Nano Services. Our guys at GC Roofing and Lone Star Nano Services want to come out and take your roof. They want to preserve it. They want to give you a new one, or they want to preserve the old one. Either one. Either you need a new roof, and GC brings their amazing crew in there, and they give you a whole new roof. We're right in the middle of storm season. Had tornadoes up and had a tornado in Burnett last night up on 281. God forbid your house get messed up by these Texas storms that we're now in the middle of. I mean, we're right in the middle of storm season. And if you need a roofer, our guy is GC. It may be that you get that new roof put on and you would like to have it treated with Lone Star Nano Services, which will preserve the life of your roof by up to 20 years. This is just a place to call, a one-stop shop, whether you need a treatment or a whole new roof. It's GC Services Roofing and Lone Star Nano Services.
Get that. Even if you just got one because of the hail, call them up and get it treated so it can actually last the full 30 years that they say you're supposed to get out of it. You really get about 15 out of a new roof, but when you have Nano hop up there and spray it down, you can extend it up to that 30. That's why GC and Nano teamed up. Great little collaboration by those two. So shout out to them. Get that roof treated.
Tagular in the building. $5, fellas. Went and bought that Whistle Pig. Got that April special. Said it was the
right on time.
It was the shite.
It's really good.
Man, obviously we're going to continue Pop Talk Sunday night during our Sunday night show. But knee-jerk thoughts? Knee-jerk thoughts?
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. The city took on we walked and talked like the Spurs. We acted like the Spurs. We tried to be humble like the Spurs. They were our identity. They put us on the nation map. They started load management. They started the international influx. They started making sure you had a superstar that could be coached. I could go on and on. Like, we're going to talk about this Monday when we get back in here. We'll talk about it Sunday night on our TV show. So thank you.
I don't think you can possibly quantify with math and numbers the impact that Greg Popovich has had on
the league.
Like you said, not just the Spurs or the league, the community.
Yeah.
Our community. There are men that have dedicated themselves to being better men and husbands and fathers and coaches because they just feel like Pop sets this example of this. And I don't give a shit about y'all's takes on his politics. I'm not talking about that. Just the exemplary character of which he carries himself and continues to do so. He didn't pass away. But but the impact he has had on everybody in some form or fashion, whether they're even aware of it or not. And the NBA, I mean, God, we can sit up here and do 3 hours on his impact just on the league itself.
And we will. We'll figure it out. We're going to talk about this Monday as well. I hate that this came down at 10:50.
Yeah. Man, I need time to process it all because there's a lot to say. All right, and Rudy and I will get into all of it Sunday night at 6. Make sure you download the Anthem TV app. It is absolutely free. 6 p.m. this Sunday, me and Rudy will probably have a very Greg Popovichian type show, so y'all jump in there and watch us. It's instant rewind Sunday night at 6 o'clock on the Anthem TV app. Had a great week, everybody. Appreciate it. We got all the names in the horse race from Monday. We'll give away the VIP barbecue tickets. If that guy wants these Espana Explosion,
he can't go.
Oh, he can't go? Well, I might just freaking go myself.
Yeah, he can't go.
All right, that's all right. We got him in the hopper though for the horse race Monday for the ticket giveaway. Thank you to Jose Bouquet. Thank you to Pub Sports Radio, our partners at Anthem TV. And please subscribe to Love You Hard TV. It's absolutely free. Become a member for only $4.99. You get all the exclusive members-only stuff, including all of the swag we give away. We're rolling. Let's keep it going. We're in the building. Y'all get in here with us and help build this foundation. Love you hard. We'll see y'all Sunday on Anthem TV. Send you back on In the Building at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time Monday morning. Love y'all hard. Later.
Peace.